run and shoot. Even if it was 4 in the morning, you could leave a craps game or a friend's house and go play basketball because it was open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Lord knows who you might run into depending on what time you pulled up. Run and shoot had about 16.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my juncture. I am Mara. Welcome back to another Bookish vlog. So, we are on our way into the hair store because my daughter wants me to do like this, like braids in the front, like a half. Okay, so the front braided in the back, like single knotless braids type situation. So that's what we're about to go do. I was currently listening to the 2 Chainz, The Voice in My Head Is God. I don't know if you could see that. Why is there some fuzzy on my, can you see? The Voice in My Head Is God by 2 Chainz. It is read by him. This is my book club pick for the month of March with my little book club with Aaron and Gaia. At first, when I listened to this, started it, I wasn't feeling it because that was around the time when I was having I had a migraine literally for 7 days straight. I'm not even sure why or how that came about, but yeah, so at that time I wasn't in the mood to listen to it. So it's only like 3 hours. So while I get my errands done today, then we should be able to knock that out. But let's go into the hair store. All right, I need to take these glasses off so I can see like the real color that I need. So I had dyed her hair like a raspberry, it's like a raspberry red. So it looks red, but then like when you look at her closer, it looks more like a raspberry red. Like it has like a pink tint to it. So I think this would be perfect. Her hair is like this color in the front. This is 52 inches. And then I think I'm going to do, is that a 1B? This is a 1. What is darker, a 1B or a 1? I don't know which one's darker. I think a 1B is like lighter, right? So I think 1 pack of strawberry red would be, or raspberry would be cool. Then I'm gonna do 2 packs of a 1B. That should be enough to do the back and some of the front. Look at all these balls. What do you guys call these? I call them ball balls. I for sure call them ball balls. I was thinking of getting some beads for my hair, but they have so much stuff in here. It even like goes all the way up there. But yeah, I was thinking about getting some. I need to get one of these brushes for the kids. I want to try out one of these brushes, like the unbrush. Of course, this is not the unbrush, but I currently use one of these brushes on their hair, and I absolutely love it. Like, game changer. I really, really do love this brush for their hair. But I want to try like the unbrush vibe, which I think is kind of like this. But yeah, so look at this comb. Can you see that? guys, so I made it out of the hair store, and what I got was those. I got 3 packs of hair, and then I got my son a new brush. He needed a new brush, and then I got. Did I get 2 of these? No. And then I just got some hair oil for my locks. And then I got a brown pencil and a lip gloss. Let's see if we can put it on. It's getting hot. I feel like I'm about to start sweating. I do already have some gloss on my lips. So let me see if I can zoom in. Okay. All right, let's try. I don't have anything to take this lip gloss. Oh, let me just use one of these wipes. I made it out just in time in the hair store because it's starting to get so crowded. There's so much stuff in that hair store. They even have like a thing in the back where I think like you could try on wigs. I don't know if they actually put the wig on for you, but like somebody was in there. So the fact that it just took me so long to do that is crazy. I always have to have a gloss dedicated to my lip liner, like whatever lip liner it is, because I was never about to like mess up my. I don't know. Do we like it? Do we like it? I mean, I feel like it's a little something. It's not as bold as like my other brown one that I have, but it'll do. All right, let's go. My next stop is Chow, why am I tongue tied like that? The next stop is the library because I have to return my books. So let's go skedaddle our way to the library. Let me turn my audiobook on.
Full courts, a track, a gym, a place to eat.
I'm gonna call
The
your
Air One
big.
phenomenon.
All right, you guys. So I made it to the library. The books that I'm gonna be returning today are. I don't know if I want to sit and chill in the library. It's currently 12 noon, and what was on my agenda for today is let me see, is this the full list? I wanted to go to Walmart because there were some items that I needed to get from Walmart. I also needed to stop into Marshall's or TJ Maxx, the library which we're currently at, place my grocery order, wash my car because some birds pooped on my car, and it's like literally, it looks so disgusting. It's like all on the side of my car. And then I couldn't go when it happened because we had a snowstorm. Like Ohio literally had 5 seasons in throughout the whole week. Like it was like raining. We had a day where it was like feel like spring, summer-ish vibes. Then we had a freaking snowstorm. Like, we literally had all 4 seasons: fall, winter, summer, spring in 1 week, literally, including rain. And then my kids, they always have my backseat looking crazy, so I do need to go to the car wash. Well, this is like, not that I had to do everything today, but this was like my brain dump for the weekend. Wash my car and then drop off the clothes bags, because I did do like a spring cleaning with their clothes. Like, maybe my two youngest, I needed to purge the clothes that they could no longer fit. So, but I'm thinking like the items that I had put for Walmart, if I want to, I don't know what I want to do. And I'm getting a headache. So I don't know if I want to go chill somewhere and have something to eat. And because everything that I have on my to-do list, I could literally do in one area, including getting my car washed. And then there's some other stores in that area where I could get the rest of this done. But I don't know if I want to sit in the library for a little bit and like read, because I did bring my physical read as well, but I don't know. So, the two books that I'm going to be returning are The Sundown Girls by L.S. Stratton. I don't think I'm going to read this anytime soon for me to just be harboring it. If I do, I'll probably just listen to the audiobook. So, yeah. And the next book I have, They Call Her Regret by Chanel Desamore. I don't know why I was being so aggy. I mean, I do know why. Today is day 1 of my period. So I was very much PMSing in my past vlogs. And because in my last, I think it was not my last video, my last Bookish vlog, I was saying how I didn't know if I was in the mood for YA. And at the time, I wasn't. But I should have known better and stopped being so aggy, because Chanel Desamore, she's definitely an autobi author for me at this point, because I did like her first book, Needy Little Things, and then this book ate so bad. Like, she did such a good job. But I would recommend, like, if you're a type of person who makes like a spooky TBR, and there's just like certain books that you like to read during certain spooky seasons for you, I would definitely recommend putting this on like a spooky TBR, because I feel like it would hit so much more like in spooky season. It still hit now, but because there's a spooky element into it, and the main character, she's a spooky girl herself. Like, she loves thriller, she loves like Halloween, she's just that spooky crime. She's the spooky girl. Like, all the girls who like to do I be seeing y'all do like Halloween in some time of the summer or something like that. She's very much that girl. Like, Halloween's probably her favorite holiday. Spooky girl. Let me take this out. I still have my little ticket from when I reserved it. It had my name on it. But let me read the synopsis, because I feel like if I do my own, it's going to like ruin the book. Okay. Every year, horror-loving Simone Washington throws an epic Halloween party for her classmates. Party planning is her favorite escape from the dark secrets in her past. And this year, she's taking things up a notch with an invitation-only event to celebrate her 18th birthday. Something that will leave the halls of Pine Grove Academy flooded with gossip about the big ghoulish bash. The overnight stay at Doll's Head Lake will be filled with spooky pranks and scary stories told by the fire, including the legend of a local witch named Regret. That's why the title is They Call Her Regret, because that's the name of the local witch. But those dark secrets from Simone's past are forced to the surface at the party when her best friend Kyra dies under questionable circumstances. The witch appears and offers Simone a deal. If Simone can figure out how to release Regret from the curse trapping her at the lake within 14 days, all of Simone's regrets will be erased. If Simone accepts, Kyra's life will be immediately restored. But if she fails, Kyra will die again and Simone will be the one to kill her. So good. It's so good. I feel like I can't tell you anything else because the synopsis already pretty much tells you the whole premise of the story. And if I add anything to that, it's going to take away from like the element of surprise of what's not mentioned in the synopsis. But I feel like the synopsis tells you like a lot. But I love how the author did the backstory of the witch. Man, and it does have an element of media in it because one of Simone's friends, he has like a true crime podcast type situation, like website that you can go to where he keeps up on certain like murders or something, like local murders or whatever on his website. So when Simone, the main character, is like diving into the history of the witch, the elements or like the research that she does with one of the characters, he uploads it to his website. So he's reading off what was just added to the website. So it has like that element of media in it. I love that. But I love how the author did like a complete backstory. It literally felt like a true crime. You know how people on YouTube or whatever, they do like while they're doing their makeup, they'll tell you like the true crime situation, or there's a spider in my car. They'll tell you like the true crime. Why am I not able to talk today? I think it's Mercury retrograde still. They tell you like what happened with this true crime situation. So it's giving very much that. When I was like listening to the audio book is so good. Because the ghost, she even has her own little voice. Like it just makes everything sound so spooky. Like this book definitely would be perfect for spooky vibes. But like I love how the author did like like the backstory of the witch, because it literally felt like I was watching like a true crime documentary of regret. Like that was like another element to the book. So I really loved that. I did not see the plot twist coming at all. Like I don't even know if you were able to figure out the plot twist. Let me know. Like with Simone, like the backstory with Simone. Like if you were able to figure that out, and because Simone is also grieving one of her friends that was unalived. And if you were able to figure that out, let me know, because I feel like there would be no way for somebody to figure that out. But yeah, so I love the plot twist. And then, baby, the end of the book, the end of the book was so good because, yeah, it was just so good. I can't even tell you what happened at the end of the book, but I enjoyed it. Like, I would feel like Chanel is definitely a autobi author for me if I've read her second book. And every time her book has released, I've gotten it from the library, like on release day. And so I don't know what's wrong with me. But her first book, 8, this is her second book, 8. So she's definitely a new YA author that I will be adding to my list. Because her books are so good. Love it. And she does include like the text message in here. So if you are a YA lover, like Chanel Desamore is an author that you definitely need to add to your agenda, because she does a really good job with her books. All right, let's get out this car, go into the library. I'm trying to decide if I really want to go sit in there because I'm kind of hungry. I don't have anything to drink. And yeah, I'm kind of not in the mood to be sitting there. So I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to call you back. I'm just going to drop this stuff off. And yeah. All right, so I made it into the restaurant. I got what I always get when I come here. I love this place. This is the restaurant that has like, I don't know if you guys seen the restaurants where they have like the the dancing robot with like all the colors. They turn the lights off and it literally looks like a club in here. They do that here. It's so cool. And I love like the colors and stuff. Let me see if I can show you guys. All right, yeah. So the book my physical book that I'm reading is A Little Devil in America. I did show this in my last Bookish vlog. So this is a side quest from our book club with 2 Chainz, but I don't want to sit here and listen to that in my ear. So I brought my physical book in here in case I want to, what is with my glasses? Read it. But I don't know if I could talk to you guys some more because they have some music playing. So yeah. Yeah, the fact that they have books in here now is crazy. It's really loud in here. So, I don't know. But I've seen so many people talking about this book, but it is $14.99 here. I don't think I want to get it, but I think it's really cool that they have this series right here. I think that's so cute. Is it called Welcome to Dream Harbor? So they have the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, the Pumpkin Spice Cave, the Christmas Tree Farm, and the Strawberry Patch. I think that's so cool that they have like the box set. I don't know if this is cheap, but it's only $20. I feel like that might be cheap. Those kids live in my neighborhood and they in here acting a fool. Like, y'all should know better. They have Love Theoretically in here. I don't really see any that are like catching my eye. I still have not read a Emily Henry book, but I could like check out that from the library. Oh, they have this book in here. Catabasis, but it's kind of bent. I don't know if you guys, can y'all see how bent that is? Are you able to see? Like, it's like this is leaning forward, like somebody like bent it, but it is $14.99. But yeah, I don't see anything in here that I like. I am high-key sleepy. My headache has still not subsided, but I am still, this is like, I literally just started my period at like 4 a.m. So I'm like literally in the thick of being on my period. So, OMG, y'all, this candle right here, it smells so good. I emptied this entire candle. I have to get it because this candle, baby, when I say, yes, I have to get it. This candle smells so freaking good. I hit the pan on this candle so fast because it smells that good. But anyways, I'm going to continue my festivities in here, and then I'm going to call y'all back. All right, you guys, I'm currently in half price because it's in the same like area of all the other stores that I was in. But Rashonda Tate, I didn't know Rashonda Tate, the one who wrote With Love from Harlem, she is also like a faith, like a Christian author as well. I think this is her, right? Yeah, I think this is her. Rashonda Tate Billingsley. They have a couple of her books. They have that one, and they have this one. They're Christian books. I did not know she was a Christian author. They also have Needy Little Things that I was just talking about. They also have Bernice. So I recently read Sugar, and I think I reviewed it in my. I recently read Sugar, and I reviewed it in my February wrap up. And I couldn't remember because I had no idea that Bernice McFadden, is that her name? Who wrote Sugar? I think it is Bernice McFadden. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now. I'm having like mad brain fog from my period. But anyways, I had no idea that she was a smut dealer. And one of her books is here. This is her previous pen name. Geneva Holiday is Bernice smut dealer name. But I don't know if this is book 1 or 2. Let me look it up because those 2 books that she recently re-released or republished under her Bernice McFadden. One was called Fever and the other one was called Groove, and those were like together. Lover Man by Geneva Holiday. Yeah, I don't think this one's a part of a series, so I might get this one. There's another book that I was about to show y'all, but I can't remember which one. Which one I was about to show you. Oh yeah, and I had no idea that BB Moore Campbell, BB Moore Campbell, if y'all know, she was like another author in the 90s. I had no idea her daughter is Mia Campbell. I had no idea that was her daughter, and she has a book called 72 Hours, or what is that book called? It's the book 42 Hours, or I can't remember. I think it's like 72 Hours, 42 Hours, something like that. I wonder if that book is like based off of Mia Campbell because she's bipolar, and the character in the book is based off of I think the daughter having bipolar or something. So I wonder if she wrote that book out of like like because her daughter, that's what she goes through with her daughter. I haven't heard of this book, Praise for the Mother by Yvette Edwards. Have y'all read this one? This one looks interesting. Expresses tender love for his wife, each one preparing a cup of tea and sending by as part of the wonderful. Then in a single, she'll clean up everything. Ryan, the kind of boyfriend consumed by grief. The mother is a moving portrait trying to separate. This looks very interesting. Let me know if you read this before. I might have to add that to my wish list. Child, I'm over here making a complete mess because why is this book over here? African American. I didn't know this author, these authors are not black. Why is this over here? But this book is so good. It was so good. This was a recommendation from Gaia, and I actually want to reread it again because I just want to reread it again. I also see this book floating around a lot too, and there's no price tag on it. So does that mean it's free because it doesn't have a price tag? Anyways, Vanessa Riley. She just released a book by around the historical figure Jaquette DeLahey. And yeah, I feel like, do I have that other book by her? I don't think I have the other book by her. What else do they have over here? Oh, I was trying to see if this book was on my, if this book on my list is over here. Let me see. Yeah, I'm so tired. Okay, where is my book list? My phone act like it don't want to work. No, I don't think this book. Let me see. I don't think so. Anyways, have you guys read any books from Red Island House? What's down here? Luster. Oh, Brandy was just talking about this book by Rashonda as well. She said this book was really good. At this point, I feel like Rashonda probably, because she has an extensive catalog, so I feel like all of her books are probably good. I did finish reading With Love from Harlem. I haven't talked about it yet with you guys, but yeah, I did just finish that book last night. Oh, yeah, I was just talking about her when wait. It says subject lost. I'm right here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I was just talking about her. I was asking you guys because Bell Hooks said that the Macmillan, she said trashy work by the Macmillan sisters is awfully wrongly labeled as great literature or something like that. So pretty much she was saying their work was trash. And I was asking you guys, like, have y'all read any books from Terry McMillan's sister? Like, I didn't even know her sister wrote books, but this is her sister. And this one is The Side of Eternity. I like this cover. This cover is beautiful. Okay, what is this one about? Okay, so it says, from the beloved, okay, I don't need to read that part, comes a beautiful and evocative story of one's family struggle for survival amid the hope and trauma of the civil rights movement in Tennessee. And what promises to be her most memorable book to date, Rosalind McMillan brings to life one of the most extraordinary chapters in American history. Is a tale of an African American family's determination to stay together and to survive in any way they can in a world of discrimination, limited opportunity, and unendurable poverty. With powerful, penetrating language and richly developed characters, Macmillan deftly weaves historical events into a compelling, unforgettable saga reminiscent of Gone with the Wind. That sounds interesting, but I don't know if I want to get it. They have another book of hers. Oh, they have 2 more books of her. They also have We Ain't The Brontes. What?
They used to make movies of these books, Daniel Steele. They used to have like series.
Okay, so they have another book of hers. It says, "We Ain't the Brontes," which is kind of funny. Why does my camera keep doing that? Yeah, so "We Ain't the Brontes." Is that like making fun of the Bronte sisters? I don't know, but her other book is called Blue Collar Blues. And here she is again on the back. Yeah. I think, let me see. Yeah, so Terry McMillan's sister. Okay, let me turn this off because this tracker, because it's not gonna track me right. Why won't it turn off? Okay. Okay, so they do have her book Knowing. They're saying like this is in the tradition where comes a first and brand new voice in wrestling, deeply novels, other children. No, so many parts of German. Okay, so I think this is her debut novel, and let me see. I think this was like one of her bestsellers. Let's see.
Hey, that's a monkey. That's not the right monkey.
I'm not really sure, but I think I might get this one. That's crazy. Like, I had no idea that this was her sister. So, those. Trying to see what else they have. Let's move this out the way. They have so many Mary Monroe books. Like, oh my gosh, shut up. I was looking for this. Yeah, I just hit a jackpot. We just hit a jackpot. Yeah. The Missing American. Have y'all read this one? So matters. I don't know why my thing keeps doing that. This is a BET production book. Coffee Will Make You Black. I think I have this book at home. Weber. How do y'all feel about these like mass paperback books? I really don't mind them like at all. Like they don't bother me. They don't bother me at all. I don't know why. I mean, the size of them is kind of like strange, but I don't really mind the fact that I don't know, I don't really mind it. I definitely wouldn't prefer it, but Brenda Jackson down here. All right, I don't think I feel like looking for any more books because the Gloria Naylor book, I've already feel like I've won. Like, I already feel like I just hit the jackpot. I already feel like, let's wrap it up, let's go, because I just secured the bag. Literally secured the bag. This is like YA, my daughter's section, and I have print chapter books. I want to see if I can find some of my I can't even focus because I'm so glad that I found that oh, you know what? Let me see if I can find what is the name of that book. Let me sit down, child. Oh, mama's tired. I'm getting too old for this, child. I don't know if I could sit y'all right here. Let me see. Shit. Mama getting old. I'm getting old. I'm having cramps. What? Let me see if I can find that book. They probably don't have it in here because that book is so old. But let me see. I'm just excited that I found this book. Like, y'all don't understand because I want to read all of Gloria Naylor's books. And the fact that I found this, I feel like I just hit the complete jackpot. Like, you can't tell me nothing. Let's see if they have it over here. Oh, yeah, I can't function. Like, I'm ready to go home and I'm ready to go home. I need to fix my pants. Ugh. Okay. these bad kids, and tear the sticker off of the book. Like, they tore the sticker off of like the lettering to tell you like where each book is. I don't think they have it because I don't see it. But anyways, it doesn't matter because I got the books that I want. And I'm happy about that. I don't know if these are like newer Christian books. Christian living. Let's see. This is the Christian living section. And I don't know if they have this book that I was looking for. Dang, did I not put it? Child. I feel so stuffed because my period just has me feeling like crappy. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Let's see. J. What's his last name? I wonder if this is a newer book. Because if so, first of all, y'all are in my face. Y'all are too close. And I can't focus. So, I need to put y'all right there. Whatever you do, don't fall, okay? Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall. It would help if I know the last name of this author. Okay, I'm being annoying at this point. Don't fall, hey, don't fall, hey, don't fall, hey, hey. Okay, anyways. A, C, D, E, F, G. Where's the book from? Yeah, I don't feel like doing this anymore. It's just because I don't feel good. Like, what's the book called? I don't even know if I'm in the right section. What if I'm not in the right section? Religion. I wonder if it's under religion. This one specifically says Christian living. I think it probably would be over here. But maybe it's under like theology or like.
And that's what's getting people. Because people want to know more than what's there. And so that's why somebody can do a book.
I don't know, y'all. Well, there's theology. So, I don't know. There's too many people in this aisle. Hey, what's up? Hello. My head kind of hurts. Not fully, but it kind of does. You know you need a new phone when you pull up at the store and you cannot find a phone case for your phone. I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max. So what are we on, like number 17? So it's about time for me to get a new phone, but there's nothing wrong with my phone. Let's light this candle because, baby, this candle smells so good. And I want to get the aromatherapy going on. In my noisy chair. I do desperately need to get a new chair, but I haven't felt like researching like what chair I want to purchase. Let me cut some of this wick down. This candle smells so good. I don't know if I originally bought it from TJ Maxx the first time or if I got it from Marshall's the first time, but I should have got more of them because this one specifically, the amber and saffron, it smells so good. It smells so good. I just want to share my book haul with you guys. So let's talk books. Ooh, I do have an exciting collab. So be sure to check that out in my next video. I actually need to film that tomorrow. Or let's start with this. My book of the month book choice. Most of you probably know what I picked for the month of March, and I'm kind of disappointed because I ordered this book, like the day when they released the monthly books. I picked it, and hold on. It's like the glare from the sun. But anyways, so yeah, I picked the book when they like first released all the monthly book choices or whatever. And because this was like a hot commodity, they delayed my shipment. And I literally just received this book and it's like the end of March at this point. But in it might have been my 2025 reading, actually my 2026 reading goals. I think I mentioned it, or I could have mentioned it in a previous, Bookish vlog. I'm not sure. But I said that I was going to wipe out all of my remaining credits on Book of the Month and Aardvark because I'm doing away with all book subscriptions. So I need to use up all of my my credits. And for Book of the Month, I have one more credit that I need to use. I love this bookmark. And so I did get Ken by Tyree Jones. I was watching one of Danny's videos on TikTok, and she was asking us, like, how do we feel about Book of the Month's print versus Aardvark's print? Because she was asking, like, do we think that this is, like, intrusive, where it says Book of the Month right here? You flip it this way, it says Book of the Month. It has it right here. And then when you open it, and then the book is like just like slightly bigger than like I think the original. And Aardvark, you can barely see their like label. It's like pretty much hidden within the cover. So I think I would prefer Aardvark's book design over Book of the Month because like this Book of the Month is kind of like intrusive sometimes. But for the most part, yeah, I don't have any complaints other than that. But yeah, I did go with Tyree Jones Ken. I low key might get another copy, specifically like a paperback, because I wanted to say Oprah's book club on it. And then I'll probably just sell this one, but I don't know. So yeah, I did end up getting Ken by Tyree Jones. She did do an interview with Oprah, of course, because she was chosen for Oprah's book club pick for the month of March. So yeah, for my book of the month, I chose Ken. And then I do have one more credit for book of the month. So that will be for the month of April. Okay, moving on to all of the books that I got today. So let's start with, let me just check them all out because I don't All right. So let me start with the half price books first. I got this one from the library. That's my personal book. Okay, so we're going to start with the stack from Half Price Bookstore, which you probably already seen like what I picked. So I am so excited that I was able to get Bailey's Cafe by Gloria Naylor, because I do want to get into all of Gloria Naylor's catalog. Right now I'm currently reading Linden Hills, which is a sequel to, maybe not a sequel, but more so like an interconnected book of The Woman of Brewster Place, because Linden Hills is a prominent black neighborhood of like elite blacks or whatever. So, and that is a place that's mentioned in The Woman of Brewster Place, because one of the women in the book, The Woman of Brewster Place, she is from Linden Hills. Her parents are residents of Linden Hills neighborhood. So I was so happy that they had Bailey's Cafe, so I can add to my Gloria Naylor collection. I do have Mama Day. What's the other one that I need to get? I don't know, because I don't feel like looking it up. Next, I got The Tipping Point, How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference by Malcolm Gladwell. I do want to, what was the other book that I have from him? I don't remember the title. Which one do I have? I think it's the one that's like always circulating. I'm sure you guys probably are like, girl, this is what it's called, but I can't think of it. It's the one that's like always circulating. Like when you think of Malcolm Gladwell, this is like usually the book that pops up. But anyways, this is his first book, and so I want to start like from beginning to end. So yeah, I got The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. Next, I got Rosalind McMillan, which is Terry McMillan's sister. This book is called Knowing. Here she is on the back. Tananarive. How do you spell her? How do you pronounce her name? Tananarive Do. She blurbed it. But yeah, I think this is like one of her best books, as well as I can't remember the title of the other one. So yeah, this is Terry McMillan's sister. So I just wanted to get a feel of what her sister's work is like, because I had no idea about her sister. So yeah. And the next one I got is Loverman by Geneva Holliday, aka Bernice L. McFadden, the author of Sugar. I had no idea, like I said, she was a smut dealer. Her girl was out here serving smut. But yeah, so this is one of her romance books under her other pen name. So that was my stack from Half Price Books. I think we have a really good stack. Some gems, definitely have some gems. And yeah, 4 books. Next, moving on, I did get a book when I ran into the library to return my items. And my library does have like all to the side, they'll like randomly put like a shelf of nonfiction, a shelf of romance/fiction, like adult books. And then at the bottom is usually children's books, and then like YA books that they have on sale. And it's usually like paperbacks and hardbacks. So I picked up this, The Professor and the Madman. It is The Professor and the Madman, masterfully researched and eloquently written, as an extraordinary tale of madness, genius, and the incredible obsession of 2 remarkable men that led the making of the Oxford English Dictionary and literary history. The compilation The compilation of the OED, begun in 1857, was one of the most ambitious projects ever undertaken. As definitions were collected, the overseeing committee, led by Professor James Murray, discovered that one man, Dr. W.C. Minor, had submitted more than 10,000. When the committee insisted on honoring him, a shocking truth came to light. Dr. Minor, an American Civil War veteran, was also an inmate at an at an asylum for the criminally insane. Doesn't that sound so interesting? A Tale of Murder, Insanity, and the Making of the Oxford English Dictionary by Simon Winchester. Wow. That sounds so good. Why haven't anyone put me onto this? I'm so glad that I picked this up from the library and it was under $3. Like, what a steal of a deal. Okay, next, the books that I had in my bag were A Little Devil in America, which I was reading while I was out to eat. And I am currently on page 37. So that's what I got done there. And I did finish reading With Love from Harlem by Rashonda Tate. And I enjoyed this book. Like, this book is so long, though. This book is 405 pages. 405 pages. And the writing's pretty small. So it's definitely a very long book. And let's talk about it. So we are following the story of Hazel Scott. Pretty much it just feels like a biography of Hazel Scott. And I enjoyed it. It felt like a Harlem Renaissance reunion because in the book she's friends with Lady Day, which is a Billie Holiday. She's friends with the Schulers, which was so interesting because you know how I've been so like invested in George Schuler, like his wife and his daughter Philippa. So his wife was like a rebel pretty much. Like she married him because she was an activist as well for Black people. Even though she was from Texas, a white woman from Texas, but she definitely made she contributed a lot to like advocating for Black people. And so in the book, they are mentioned a lot in the book because Hazel Scott is best friends with Josephine, who is the wife of George Schuler. And then, of course, Hazel Scott's husband is Adam Clayton Powell Jr., who is a preacher turned politician. And who else is mentioned in there? Langston Hughes. She's friends with Langston Hughes. She's best friends with James Baldwin. Nina Simone is mentioned. Who else is mentioned? Louis Armstrong. Who else? I can't think of any, but she mentions a lot of like people that were prominent during the Harlem Renaissance. So it literally felt like a Harlem Renaissance reunion. But oh my gosh, like her husband was a piece of crap. Like he really was. Like he just did the most. He just did the most. Like that's just a whole video itself. Is just like what she had to experience with that man. Like it's just like the very things that he praised her for was the things that he flipped on her. So when he met her, he was married. Yes, that was wrong for her to be messing with a married man, even though he said, "Oh, I'm separated. Me and my wife we have an understanding. We're not together. Whoop de whoop, all that jazz." She was very much wrong for even believing what he was saying and, involving herself with a married man. First of all, the fact that he's approaching you as a preacher, a married preacher, and he's in a nightclub telling you how much, praising you for your current position. He's married and he's a preacher. Like, one, what are you doing in this environment? Not even the fact that he's in that environment because that's somebody's business, but I don't know what kind of nightclub that is, like what goes down in those nightclubs, but I'm assuming a preacher should not be seen in a setting like that. So he's in this nightclub and he is married. That's an automatic red flag right there. But I mean, if she's not religious herself, then I mean, she wouldn't be holding him up to the standard in which he should be holding himself as a preacher. But anyways, moving past that part, all the things that he praised her for in the beginning, once he got her, once the chase was over, he used those very same things that he praised her for and flipped it, like reverse psychology. And that's what he started to bash her for, which is just crazy because that happens so much. And then he was just a serial cheater. Dude, how can you criticize her for the things that she's doing? One, things that you praised her for in the beginning. And two, who are you to judge when you can't even stay faithful in your marriage? You're getting up preaching to people. You don't even practice what you preach. You don't practice what you preach. And it was just also so disgusting to see the woman judge her. How dare you judge her, but then you want to be goo goo gaga and all over this man, mouth drooling, looking like desperation, but then you want to judge her. You want to judge her for who she is, but then you are literally melting to the feet of this man who is married, who is a preacher who does not practice what he preaches. I mean, his politician work, he's doing his thing. But outside of that, when it comes down to the morals and the standard that should be holding him as a Christian man, like, failed. And, child, it's just funny how stuff works, okay? But anyways, I also got this from Marshall's as well. It's an indigo color. I love indigo. It reminds me of the book Indigo by so beautiful. It reminds me of Indigo, which is one of my favorite books by Beverly Jenkins. Yeah, so this is the OPI that you have to like cure under the light. So I'll probably do my nails in the next video. Probably not this one because I feel like this video is probably really long. But if you made it this far into the video, I do thank you for watching. And I will see you in my next video.